Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a Marco, Tomlin, and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's the wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to Friday. And it looks like we have made it all the way through the week. And it's been a week. This is one of those busy weeks. And it ends on prom.
Yeah.
And I know the kids were a little worried it was going to rain. I don't think they have to worry about it tonight. It looks like it's shaping up to be really nice.
Showers tonight.
Showers tonight.
This afternoon.
I think it's going to clear out.
I hope
That's
so.
how I'm feeling about it. I think
Good.
Barry Manilow's feeling the same way.
Very
I
good.
think he thinks they've made it. You know who had to deal with the rain, though, yesterday?
Tomlin.
Tomlin.
It was awesome.
How did that ropes course go
That was
yesterday?
awesome.
It was cold in the morning, but overall, I think it was a really enjoyable, good day. Anytime you can get student leaders together to work together in team building activities and just sort of be able to connect with other schools and to see other people's perspectives and how they approach things, I think it's always a win.
And these are kids from all over the state who are involved in their student government and their student councils and everything, right?
There was middle schools there was high schools there, so you had sixth graders working with 12th graders. The Connecticut State National Guard was there. They always come out and support us. So it's great to always have the Guard there because they're working with the kids. They're helping. The staff yesterday had them helping as spotters and helping additional safety. Because some of the things they were letting us do are things similar to what you would do in basic training. So it was always an enjoyable day. Disappointingly, we did not build the rafts. One of the perennial.
I know that's always one of the
favorites.
highlights.
Yeah, it's the perennial favorites. In fact, over the years, people have said they go only to build the rafts in the afternoon. So they participate in the team building in the morning just to get ready to build that raft in the afternoon. So
Well, you got through it. And
I enjoyed getting through it.
you'll have more people that will be interested in it again next
Yep.
year because that's what builds character, too. When you can go through something
Oh my God. Yeah.
like that, it's not just the ropes course initiative. They have stories to tell now about how they went out there and did it.
Mhm.
And kudos to those kids who went out, knew it was going to rain, and still went on the outdoor field
They
trip.
showed up in their layers, ready to go.
I got a lot of respect for that.
It was enjoyable.
I would add build more character.
Build. Oh, well played. Well played. You are the cement that bonds us and brings us back to where we need to be.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
I hope I just don't weigh you down.
You don't. You lift me up. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know the next one.
Jeez. Oh,
Funny Friday.
Oh, that's going to be cough. All right, I'll tell you the history of May 23rd. It was a kind of an infamous day. In 1701, Billy the Kid, Captain William Kidd, known for piracy, was hung. Had to be hung twice. And in 1934, this is the day that Bonnie and Clyde was ambushed.
mm.
Why, did you find that one? What are you looking at?
No, it
Oh.
just they didn't typically call him Billy the Kid.
Oh, no, but that's, Captain William Kidd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy the Kid was the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today is World Turtle Day
Oh my God,
and
World Turtle Day.
and Lucky Penny Day.
Oh, I have a story about that.
Do you now?
I do. You have to wait to the news.
All right. And today's birthdays, Drew Carey and Jewel, if you know any of them. How about Douglas Fairbanks?
Oh, yes, actor.
Douglas Fairbanks. All right. And going on in the school today, I don't know, a little known dance that they get together for once a year, the prom. That's going on today. So hopefully they had gone and paid for their tickets, get their hair did. So like they have to be in school for 2 blocks,
hmm
First and second.
first and second. Do they get to leave during advisory or do they have to go to advisory and then
They can
go?
leave before.
They can leave before advisory. So they have plenty of time to get ready for all of that. So I don't know if they'll vote for the last time for the media center's pom pom poll of the week, which is lemonade or iced tea.
Both.
Both. And I think that's about Oh no, don't forget. I've been saying this all week. The donate your clothes. It's on Saturday, 9 to 12. We're going to St. Anthony's parking lot. Drop those clothes off for the fundraiser for Woodland Hawks boys basketball. So if you have that opportunity, get out there. And if you haven't been in the hallway outside the media center, you see all the collages the seniors have put up. You're missing out. Definitely go out there and take a look at that.
That was Women Worldwide.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know who sponsored that this
Yep.
time. Yeah.
Mrs. Gary.
All right. And if you haven't done so already, plug in your computer and charge it every night and then listen to us in the morning when you come in. And time now for the news with Tomlin. That's my Barry
And
White
now,
That one's
serious
down.
voice. Yeah.
headlines. Over to the news desk with Tomlin.
I feel like I need to find more serious news now. Suddenly, those
Yeah.
very,
Dum,
like
dum, 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 dum.
like good night, America, and good luck. Like, all right, so a German brigade has started operations in Lithuania, a NATO state that borders part of Russia. Marks the first time that Germany has put troops into another country on a long-term basis since World War II.
Wow.
Both countries described it as a step to protecting Europe and NATO. All right, so there's a couple stories just for you today.
Okay.
First one, bored with manicured lawns?
Oh, I
Uh-oh.
So there's no mow May,
no.
and now
Gotta mow.
let it bloom June.
Really?
Yes. So more and more homeowners are deciding to stash the lawnmower each spring and let flowers and grass grow for pollinators and water retention. So that this is a big push to the fall version is leave the leaves.
I'm all about that. I don't like raking either.
So this is part of a larger movement that lawns, although they look beautiful, are deadly, barren wastelands to pollinators and insects. So as to help our friends, the bees and other pollinators, just
I read
let
an
it grow.
essay, and this going back years and years and years, about when we started mowing lawns
Mhm.
and when it became customary for lawns in suburbia to be cut. Because otherwise, everybody just let their weeds grow. I mean, that's what their yard was. Their yard was just a yard full of whatever grew. So I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was like
That's
100 years ago. or
back when you
something.
had like an eighth of an acre of land or
Yeah.
like a 16th of an acre,
You just kept it clean so
Yeah.
that you can use it and hang
Yeah.
out in it. But
and you would throw all the trash out the back door. When I was in college, we did an archaeological dig, and they kept trying to find the back door of the house because that's where you found the good junk.
really,
Yeah.
interesting. See, that's what I'm
That-
saying. See,
that
our
and if-
yards will speak to us.
That, and if you could find where an old outhouse was, there was lots of good junk in there because people would just throw stuff down there with everything else.
Okay, all right. So there was other stuff
Oh yeah,
that was
yeah.
down there. Okay, yeah.
Well, I
All
mean, nowadays too, like if your plates break, you throw it in the garbage, and it magically vanishes. So back then, it was like, hey, there's a hole in the ground. Let's throw this broken bottle there. It's now gone.
Well, no, they
Sight
used
out of
to
mind.
do that all the time. Like when they cleared our land to build our house, they just dug a hole and threw all the trees in it.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the 50s. So then eventually a sinkhole started because everything rotted underneath, and then the backyard kind of just dropped out.
Think about how good that dirt is, though. I mean,
Oh,
there's
it's-
a lot
yeah.
of great stuff in there.
But we found different like little bottles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's awesome. It's the fun thing about moving into a previously owned house. Like you find little things. Like we found some random garden tools when we took gardens apart. It was awesome.
Yeah, the kid that moved into my house over on 43 Pleasant Avenue in Naugatuck pulled back the carpet and found all my baseball cards were underneath it. And I think they found one of my diorama projects that was still stored in the attic.
Did you ask?
It
for
was
them
an
back?
Indian fort. What's that?
Did you ask for them back?
I asked them to bring it in so we could take a look at it, but they just took a picture.
Ah.
So
All right, a couple more stories for you. Researchers published a study on May 21st, 2024, analyzing 1,200 cereals sold in the U.S. from 2010 to 2023.
cereal's delicious.
They discovered that sugar, fat, salt is on the rise in
Mm.
breakfast cereals.
Oh my God, on the rise? How much more did you put
Experts
in
are
there?
concerned that a significant portion of children consume cereal every morning. Because these products become less nutritious.
Less.
Yeah, total fat increased by 34%, sodium by 32%, sugar by 11%, while protein and fiber both saw significant drops.
Cereal is not a breakfast. If you've watched the commercials through the 80s, it says part of a nutritious breakfast. And there's always like a bowl of cereal, and then you stick orange juice and some toast and like an egg near the cereal plate in the commercial. I was a kid. I don't
That's for the
remember
mom and
watching that.
dad.
Right. I never watched it. I'm like, I want to have marshmallows in my cereal.
Another happy news story for you. Almost half a billion teenagers will be overweight by 2030, according to experts. They found that by 2030, 464 million teenagers worldwide will be overweight or obese, marking a sharp rise from 2015. Rise is driven by changing health challenges with declines in tobacco and alcohol consumption offset by increases in obesity rates.
Wait a
and
minute,
the
hold on a
prevalence
second.
of
Did they just said
psychological
that they
issues.
should smoke and drink more? That's what kept weight down? Was that what the...
The next story of our news.
His expression said it all.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
So here's the next story.
Isn't it they're just sitting on the couch like flipping through TikTok or playing video games too?
Eating cereal all day
Eating
long.
cereal. Well, you know, I can't knock cereal. Cereal's delicious. Any time of day. It's a perfect meal.
What is your go-to cereal?
Right now, my go-to cereal is any of the Cheerio flavors right now.
Okay.
Doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, but I do like that. And I love granola.
I'm still a sucker for Cheerios.
But if I'm going to go to the sweet stuff, Captain Crunch. Can't go wrong with Captain Crunch.
Okay.
I do enjoy a good Captain Crunch. I don't care which one it is. I used to like Tricks or Lucky Charms.
Silly kids. Tricks
Yeah.
are for kids.
Yeah.
Or-
But maybe I've grown up and my tastes have changed a little bit back then. But like if you get the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup cereal, it's too much. I've tried it. It's much. I think I'd just rather eat a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup for breakfast instead of pouring out that bowl of cereal.
All right.
Why would you want to grow up?
And you're right. That's why I think from the Toys R Us song was,
Wait.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R
We're-
Us kid
We're
that has so much,
perpetually
so
stuck in
much
high
less
school.
to-"
How did any of us grow up? We
Thank
are
you.
perpetually
Yeah.
stuck.
And
here.
we love it.
We do.
Last
Just
but not
like the-
least,
We're living the movie Big. Or 13 going on 30. Whatever. Freaky Friday. Whatever. I don't know. I could go on. It's a trope that plays out in the movies all the time.
last but not least, the Treasury Department has announced that it has placed its last order for blank pennies and will officially stop minting the 1-cent coins as soon as that supply is exhausted.
Wow.
The pennies are gone.
Man. And it's on Penny Day. Unlucky Penny Day.
So there are some questions over whether or not they can legally do this because Congress controls our money. Congress has not officially eliminated the penny. This is a unilateral action by the Treasury Department, but Congress doesn't seem to be upset by it.
I have a
big
feeling I
question-
could probably write some legislation or
Well,
an
the-
order, and
The big
Congress
question
isn't going to challenge it.
the big question still is, will there be a national policy on rounding? Because right now, they're just eliminating the penny.
Mm.
So there is no plan. So, for example, Canada, New Zealand, several other countries eliminated the penny. And in doing so, they had a national policy on rounding, when to round up, when to round down. There is currently no plans, or none that have been made public.
I
a
believe
national
isn't
policy.
the current rounding to the 10th is there is none. So if it's like $1.19 at 1.199, there is no rounding. It's $1.19.
But
It
with-
has to break through that 10th
without pennies. So
or
if
that
it,
100th, whatever.
if it's $1.11, is that now $1.15 or is it $1.10? Is everything always
Right, you
gonna
know what I'm saying?
round up?
Like always knew what the rounding was before,
Yeah.
but now I don't know.
So and that's only about, I think it's only 14% of transactions take place with cash. So this isn't a big loss. And pennies are typically held onto. The people advocating in favor of pennies, the people who do like penny wars and for fundraisers and things
Oh,
like
look,
that.
he brought that right
So,
back
yeah.
to himself and
Now,
his club.
Nickel wars.
Now,
Nickel. Who's seen a nickel? When's the last time you've seen a nickel in the wild?
nickels actually
I see
cost-
dimes more than I've seen
They
nickels.
lose more money on nickels. Nickels cost about 15 cents.
Yeah.
For a 5-cent coin. So they're losing more money on nickels. But the Treasury Department yesterday announced that they have a plan to change the ratio of metals in the coin that should bring it down to
They
5
should
or
make
less
it even
cents.
thinner too. They should be thinner so you can get more in there. Because when you used to stack coins, I don't know if anybody used to roll their coins,
Oh,
turn
yeah.
your money
They still
into the
do.
Oh my
bank,
God, yeah.
and then you would have that stack of pennies. Like here's $1, or it was 50 cents, I think. And then here's your nickels. You have them all stacked up. It weighs like 8 pounds. It's like 25 cents.
Yep.
Quarters were the best.
And there's your news.
And there's your news with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike
We're
three
preparing for next
call.
We're trying to hold on to as long as we can.
Time now for sports. with Mama
You have no
Manning.
paper.
I know. I had to memorize it. It's in my car.
Oh,
Good morning. Good morning. No events yesterday. No events today, but we had a busy weekend coming up. Saturday,
oh
9
boy.
o'clock,
Right after the prom.
home. We have boys and girls track, NVLs,
Please tell me it's like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
9 o'clock.
Okay.
Get
1
in
o'clock.
early.
1 o'clock. We have softball.
Oh, okay. That's
So this
NVLs?
is Quarterfinals. This is postseason
Yep.
against Naughty. 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Here. 1:30. Boys
More?
baseball against Torrington. Home. It's all postseason play.
So they've got to be in school for 2 hours today to be
That I
ready
don't
for the
know.
prom. Does that
That I don't
go
know.
for the
Sunday. We have
yes?
the baseball alumni game after breakfast at 9 o'clock.
Wow. All right, so they're very busy this weekend.
Yes. And then continued play next week.
That's a lot going on. If
It
you're a
is.
senior, there's a lot happening
So
for
if
you.
you're at the prom and you're a trackie, you got to go to bed early.
Yeah.
Yeah. OKC,
OKC.
they're up 2-0.
Yeah. And you know what? They have like an incredibly crazy style of play. Like I think they go in with a set play and then they're like, well, let's do this instead. I think if it can be OKC and the Pacers,
Yes.
that's going to be a dynamic final.
Yes.
And I'm not throwing the Knicks under the bus or whatever, but
They play tonight.
it's going to be interesting to see how they
Against the-
rebound
yep,
after
Knicks
that. That had to be
Pacers,
that
8:30.
had to be a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. That could be a game 7. I think that can go out to
That
7.
could. Yeah.
I don't see the OKC
No, not
and the
7.
Wolves going out
Might
to
be
7.
5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it happens though.
That's sports.
And that's the sports with Mama Manning.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I hope you made it all the way through the week and enjoyed your time. It is the prom. And if you take a look at what we have here to commemorate Mama Manning and her work here at not only just the Morning Mayhem show, but what she's done here at Woodland overall, what Bobby Murdy's done, and made a plaque that we're going to have hanging on the wall for her for next year. That's going to commemorate her spot that she's been standing in for all these years that we've been doing the morning show. Bobby, how long did it take you to make this?
It took weeks, to be quite honest. When I took it on, I didn't quite realize it was a different process, different material. Had to do a lot of research, had to get a lot of special stuff. It was the one project I did this year. I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out. I've been sort of panicking for a while, but I'm ridiculously glad with how it came out. I think it's amazing. I think it's sharp, and I think it does Mama Manning proud. And I can't wait to see it hanging in the stadium where she always stands. And I'm just glad I got to, be part of the process. And once again, I'm so happy it came out because I was unsure.
And we have the mini version. There's one that's much larger than this. It's
That's at my house right
it's
now.
about half the size of this desk, and that's going to go hang up where on the ticket shack?
At the net.
Up at the nest. It's going to
Yes.
go hang up at the
Mama's
nest. It's
nest.
Mama's nest.
Yep. So where she always is for a game, she's always going to be there, even if she isn't quite there that game.
Oh,
I'll
look
be
at
there, but
that's
Just in
legacy.
case.
Down
That's
the road.
legacy and longevity indeed.
thank you. Thank you.
No,
Mr.
no,
Ogren.
no.
Mr. Ogren.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Ogren had asked for a picture of me. He says, "You got anything in a football jersey?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." I said, "I don't know where this is going, but I'm so pleased. Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Oh, you're welcome.
Were they trying to get the jersey back? Is that what you thought?
Getting it back.
All right. Well, on behalf of everybody that's standing in the hallway, Mr. Murdy, thanks for everything that you've done this year
Oh,
in
my
your,
pleasure.
your department and for this incredible gift that you've made for Mama Manning. That's the show. And don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Happy prom. Good morning, Woodland.
Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.